Cooked.
Go on, girl. Spicy.
Why did you make me do that one?
What do you guys think?
Yikes.
We did another dating show recently in Miami, and the guys kept saying, "Oh yeah, I'm looking to get married and have kids." I'm like, dude, shut the fuck up. It's your first date. I don't give a if you are trying to get married and have kids. Shut the fuck up, bro. What if she wants to fuck right now, and then later on figures out that she wants to be in a relationship with you? Well, that's all off the table because you just said that especially if it was Amanda, you just said you want to get married. She's gonna make you. Wait, 3 months. What is it? You look like a 3-month kind of girl. Is that it? 4 months. What are you?
I mean, I have waited 3 months.
You see, 3 months. She's going to make you wait 3 months, bro. You're going to be dead. Your fucking sperm's going to dry.
It's the wrong mindset for a guy to be looking towards marriage and anything long term.
Even if you are, it's like poker. Don't let them see it. Don't let them see it. Here's the thing. Girlfriend is like this. Bro, a girlfriend is like this. A girlfriend is a position. Like I was hosting Swimsuit USA's in World Championship. There were 74 girls competing in this thing, and I was the only guy there working at the whole thing. Do you think I went to this looking? Do you think I went to this for a relationship? Hell no. But I found one. Why? Because I wasn't looking.
Correct.
And I found one. You want to know why? Because I was happy as a mother by myself.
Yep.
I was so happy with my 3 cats and my PS5. I didn't give a I was so happy with before, and then all of a sudden, poof, because she earned relationship. She earned it. Instead of me going, I need to get in a relationship because my aunt and my uncle, whenever I go home for Thanksgiving, keep asking me when I'm going to get married, and my pastor and my mom and all these people keep pressuring. Like, no, bro, if you're doing that, you're just going to end up lowering your standards, and then we have a 56% divorce rate in the country.
You're a guy who doesn't.
Yes.
And even if you're, like you said, you're hiding it, you want to hide those cards, you do want to get married as a guy, it's a very feminine way of thinking. Like, as a guy, you should be more focused on your mission and purpose. Girls are the ones who are usually thinking about relationships and dating. They should bring that shit up forward. And if you are a guy who's thinking about getting married to this girl in the back of your head, or you want something more serious, you're going to show that eventually. The complacency is going to come up to where you're going to start catching feelings because you don't have experience or you're a simp or whatever, and you're going to start doing things that's going to turn her off. She was attracted to you in the first place because you didn't have those things on your mind, or she didn't see it that way. So...
So let's talk about another thing. If women are the gatekeepers to sex, then men need to be Yes, exactly. Men need to be the gatekeepers to relationships. Meaning, like I recommend, I don't care how much you love a girl, she needs to be the first one to bring up what are we.
Yes.
If you as the man are bringing up what are we, bro, it is because here's the problem. It doesn't matter.
If you ever want to break up with a girl, say
that.
Yeah, say exactly. Like the three of you are attractive. Like the guys you date, no matter even your male stripper boyfriend, you get more attention than he does. You get more attention than he does. Okay? For sure. So my point is just imagine a situation. If you and I are dating, you get more attention than I do, and I'm more into you than you're into me. This relationship isn't going to work.
Correct.
But it will work if you're the one being like, hey, I'd really want a relationship with you, but you already get more attention. You already have that leverage point. So now things can balance out. That's why I've always said this. Women need to be slightly more into their men than the other way around, because it doesn't work. You have more options than we do. That's why.
Yeah.
Can't look up to a man who is your equal.
Yeah.
Correct. Cooked.
Go on, girl. Spicy.
Why did you make me do that one?
I like that one.
What do you guys think?
Yikes.
Go ahead.
So my relationship is actually open.
Okay.
So like with that, it's like mine's like actually quite literally the opposite. Like he sleeps with girls, and like I don't really do that. Like I don't go out and sleep with men or like seek men. But like for me, I feel like he's just happier when he's getting his dick sucked. Like I'm cool with it. But like with that, like where like a woman is just like it's one-sided basically. I'm like,
I think it kind of depends on who suggests that the relationship be
It has
open.
to be the woman. It has to be.
If it's a dude, if you're dating a dude and the guy is like literally a male star and he's like, hey, I think we should be open. What he's saying is, I have a ton of options. I'd like to express those options, but I still like coming home to you. If it's a situation where like the guy is very happy taking care of his kids, comes home from work every day, and she's like, I think we should be open. What she's saying is, I want to express my options. That's generally the way it works. That's what I've seen.
Whose idea was it?
Tell me about your last three. Hold on. Amanda, tell me about your last 3 open relationships. Go ahead.
Had a open relationship that I was aware of.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah, literally, right?
City boys up.
However, I think that, like, I have the capability of understanding that men can have sex just to have sex without emotions attached to it.
Amen.
So if a man
Put a 1 in the chat if you agree with Amanda. Put a 1 in the chat if you agree with Amanda.
Thank you. I don't know. I personally, I like monogamy. That's just how
It's great.
how I like my men. But if we've established trust and we want to invite somebody into our relationship or into the bedroom, then I would be open with that, as long as the relationship has already established itself.
Agreed.
And that trust
When
is
you know
there.
when you know he's yours.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then there's etiquette. But if you're doing it and I don't know about it.
That's what I think.
then
That's what
it's
they
like-
like, though. I think they like the creeping around. Yeah. Like, if you ever offered it, you're like, okay, just go do that. Go
So
do
are you
that.
guys more
often-
worried about the guy sleeping with other girls, or the fact that he tries to hide it and lies to you guys about it?
Hide
What's
it.
worse?
The
It's
lies,
the
the lies, the
lie.
lies.
It's
Women will
lies.
all agree. It's
For
the
sure.
lies. You can
It's the
literally
deceit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but that's what I think they like. I think they like that. That's the sneaking around, the creeping around. Like, you can literally, and you know me for 10 years.
Agreed.
you're
I've known you for
always
10 years.
gonna
be like,
oh,
And
you can live
I
your
tend to
life.
hear this answer from women
Yeah.
who have dated either really good-looking, professionally successful men, like at the top. They tend to have the answer that you guys have, where they
Yeah.
understand that men can have sex and,
Yeah.
and it doesn't change the relationship. Whereas I see women who have not dated men like that, they tend to still live in this fairy tale where, like, men wanting sexual variety is just like, if you guys want to see a great example of this, I'll make a clip on my Instagram where I'll talk about men wanting more sexual variety than women, and then you'll see these beta cuck men that will start making these comments like, I would never want that. I
Yeah.
just want a relationship. And I always respond, I'm like, hey bro, no offense, but like, these girls aren't going to you because you wrote this.
still
Like, your
won't
night shit is not help. Like, listen, Amanda's literally
out my
agreeing with me.
DMs.
You guys, all of your cuck that you write telling me that I'm insecure because I talk about mate choice copying, a sexy son's hypothesis, and pre-selection. The women, I know this is really disappointing to you. Those women that you're white knighting, they're not fuck you. They're not just because you posted that.
Yeah, they'll say that's sweet.
Yeah, they'll say
But
that.
they still won't.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, I got. Let's back this up with data. Thank you, Rolf Dengen, for this one. The idea of open relationships is likely to be most attractive to those who see themselves as having higher quality relationship options. In data sets from the United States, Europe, and Korea, perceptions of higher quality alternatives were consistently associated with more interest in consensual non-monogamy, open relationships, further consistent with previous work on commitment-motivated relationship maintenance process. We found support for the indirect effect whereby lower commitment was associated with higher perceived attractiveness of alternatives, which in turn was associated with more interest in consensual non-monogamy. End of the
So
story.
you looked
is
at- you looked at that couple.
Whoever thinks they are hotter than the other one,
Yes.
who thinks he's got, whether it's the woman or the man, if they think they can get more or more pussy, they're into it.
Yeah, but it's
Please,
way more
baby.
worse if the girl is bringing up that open
So
relationship.
say the science is settled.
Please, baby, go have fun.
Next question here from Thrive Alpha again. Apparently, there's an epidemic of dudes addicted to porn. Do women watch porn or read erotic literature? What is porn to women?
Why are you looking at me?
I just feel like you've read 50 Shades of Grey and while sitting on the
No,
dryer.
I haven't.
Okay.
I've watched it.
You watch it?
Yeah, but I don't watch.
Not with your
No.
partner or
I'm, like,
nothing?
very selective. I like something like, what is the movie? It's like a 50 Shades of Grey. I can't think of it off of the top.
365 days?
Yeah.
That's it.
God.
No, that
Everyone
one.
keeps talking about this movie, which just sounds insane.
I think because of the guy. Gee.
Yeah?
Yeah, sheesh.
You watch porn with your partner?
I would, yeah, but I don't watch it on my own anymore. I used to watch it when I was younger.
Yeah?
That's kinky. But, she definitely.
Zoe?
Yeah,
Zoe, you watch it now?
what kind of porn do you watch, Zoe? We want to know what kind of porn you watch. Girl on girl. Oh my God.
Zoe's like, I subscribe to myself.
Literally. No, I love porn. I absolutely love porn. I watch porn literally like 3 times a day.
You want some tequila?
Like, I got my wand in one hand, my phone in the other. I'm like, That's big. It's like this big. I'm like,
Okay, let that be a lesson to you. She dates a Chippendales guy, and she still watches.
when I'm in Canada.
Living the best life.
I see. So when times are rough.
So it's super friendly porn if
Yeah.
it's from Canada.
Yeah. You just say sorry the whole time.
Sorry.